We're live at 2011 SEC Football Media Days, and it's time to break down and preview the 2011 South Carolina Gamecocks with Paul Collins of Gamecock Central. I'm Dan Harrelson alongside Nick Taylor. How are you guys doing today?
Great. Doing real well, thank you.
Well, Paul, we talked to you last year, and you were like, watch out for South Carolina. They could win the SEC East and beat Alabama and everything else, and you were right on. What do you think about this year's 2011 team?
I think they're very good, and they're just really poised. They've been working incredibly harder this summer than they've ever worked. So they've got the vision for the whole thing, and we'll see how they do with it.
What do you think about the situation with Garcia? Obviously, he's still on the team. Do you think Coach Spurrier has trust and faith in Garcia that he'll mature and be ready to play when it's kickoff time this year?
I think so. Coach Spurrier is real tough on his quarterbacks anyway. He was when he was at Florida. He's the same way now. But I talked to Stephen Garcia. I saw him, talk to him for a while out in Omaha, and he's really working hard and addressing what they want him to address so that he'll be ready, and he's been practicing.
Why do you think he likes Stephen Garcia to give him all these chances? And Connor Shaw's a pretty good quarterback, but for whatever reason, he likes Stephen Garcia, and usually he doesn't put up with stuff like that.
That's true. He gives him a lot of rope, but I think there's a special bond. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Spurrier can see a lot of similarities between maybe the way he used to be when he played and some of the other players. He realizes that if Garcia can focus, that he can get the job done.
What about Lattimore? Being the stud player of the quote-unquote SEC East. I mean, is he the leader of the team, or is that just perception?
No, he's getting very much to be a leader of the team. He's the hardest working guy. You talk to anybody, the physical fitness people, the team. He's like the hardest working guy in their workouts, last one there, and he has no problems as far as behavior. He's not like Stephen Garcia has some issues along those lines. Well, Marcus does not.
Now, earlier you said Carolina has a chance to win it all. You mean the East, the conference, or maybe even bigger than that? What do you think? I definitely think they can win the East.
Well, it's hard to say because I think that they're probably one of the best teams in the country, but a lot of times, I mean, if you watch the World Cup, the United States was a better team than Japan, but they didn't win.
Right.
And so you can't take anything for granted, but I would be surprised if they don't go all the way.
Well, what's funny is the only coach to really Spurrier has Saban's number, I guess, and it's really the only coach that Saban's had a problem with, Steve Spurrier.
Right.
So I can definitely see them play in Atlanta. I do like Bama if I'm going to make a prediction, but I would not be surprised if the old ball coach wins it because he has Nick Saban's number over the years, even back in the Florida LSU days.
Yeah, he did.
What is it about that matchup you think that Coach Spurrier was able to capitalize on between Coach Saban?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I was really shocked at the way Carolina played against Alabama last time they met. I never would have predicted that.
Have Stephen Garcia to play the game of his life.
Exactly, and for Alabama to come in, you would know, but I mean, they had not lost in forever. And like a year and a half or more
since the Iron Bowl 2007.
Yeah, something like I knew it was a long
regular
time.
season was.
Right,
yeah.
right. And but you'd never know that from watching that game. So somebody had somebody's number. I don't know, his assistant coach. I don't know.
Well, Paul, it's been a pleasure, and good luck to South Carolina.
Well, thank you.
Good catching up with you at Media Days. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.